Hello everybody, this is Michael here and welcome to the basic Facebook advertising terminology video. What we're going to do in here, we're just going to cover some of the basics of Facebook, what the terminology means, and so if you're a newbie to Facebook ads, you'll kind of understand exactly what each term means and have a better idea and then help you proceed with the proper objectives and things like that. So first off, if you've not created an ad account, when you're in your regular ad account, or if you're on your regular page, I'm just going to go to my personal newsfeed, and you'll have a page where if you're on whether you're on your business page or just your regular newsfeed, you can always come over here and click Create Ads. Okay, and creating an ad is just going to bring you to an ad account. Okay, so you'll have something set up, but you will have to go into that ad account. And you'll have to, let me just go over here. I'll show you where the tools are. You have to go over here and go into billing, and you'll have to set up your funding source. So you have to enter in a credit card or debit card or something like that. And then this is where you'll have all your payment settings, where if you want to change cards or whatever, you can do that here. So you will have it will automatically assign you an account ID number, and you'll have to go through and just go ahead and set that up. Okay. So once you have that, this is your personal ad account ID number, and you set up your billing, and then you're ready to go. Okay, so when you're always in here, you'll see this is where you can go to all your tools. Okay, so two things. There's two platforms in Facebook advertising. One is Ads Manager, and one is Power Editor. Okay, we'll start with Ads Manager. As a beginner, I suggest that you just go with Ads Manager. And to be honest, they're making Ads Manager. There used to be Power Editor was for more. It was more geared towards people who were doing a lot of ads, multiple, 50 to 60 ad sets per ad, and helped you build things much quicker. And a lot of big time sellers use Power Editor. Over the last couple months, they've made the Ads Manager, which was more for beginners and people that could kind of navigate through simply and do a couple different things. There's just a couple different similarities and a couple differences between the two. But now Ads Manager is really you can do most of the same things in Ads Manager, and they've kind of, I know on even certain accounts they've kind of combined the two. So I will just use Ads Manager as a beginning. And so since we're going to be kind of doing these videos for beginners, I'm just going to go through and using Ads Manager. But you can also go through Power Editor. And if you ever want to just Google the differences, you can. I'm sure there's an article, and probably Facebook will even pull up. So if you want to go differences between Ads Manager and Power Editor, sometimes and usually a Facebook. I look for the Facebook articles, and if you can't, just look for something fairly new, and you can kind of do your own research on that and see what the main differences are. But for our video today, we'll just stick around in Ads Manager. So this is where you'll go to Ads Manager, okay? And what I want to show you with Ads Manager is I'm going to get back to out of here. Once you get to your Ads Manager, this is what your dashboard will look like, okay? And so right now I'm using a different ad account for mine, and so this is why you don't see any ads set up here. But what you'll do is you'll create ad is always this green button over here, and when you come over to create ad, you'll see that there is a whole bunch of stuff here. And if you've never done this, you're going to be like, okay, what's going on? Okay, so you know what? I'm going to go over to Randy's ad account because this one is not completely set up yet. I actually had an issue. Facebook completely shut down my normal ad account for no apparent reason at all. Said I was infringing on University of Florida stuff, and I've never run a University of Florida ad in my life. So I'm still dealing with that. So I'm going to use Randy's ad account here, and just to kind of show you when it's a different views when it's set up. So once you have your ad account set up, and you'll see this is once you click create ad, then you'll come to this dashboard, right? And you'll see that it's going to say you're going to be creating a new campaign, right? So you want to choose your objective. And what they mean by this is that below here is what your marketing objective is, okay? If you're running Facebook ads for your store, for an e-commerce store, the main objectives you're going to be doing are traffic ads, which used to be called clicks to website. And basically what these are is that you can hover over these little information tabs. It says to send more people to a destination on or off Facebook, such as a website, app, or messenger conversation. So, this is for people that are, they'll try to find people that are optimized that you like to click onto websites. And that's good for e-commerce stores because you have a website and you will normally be sending them to a campaign. And so you'll be using traffic ads. And that's what, that is the main goal of this objective, is to find people through your targeting that tend to click onto websites. Like I click onto a lot of websites and blogs and videos and things like that. Engagement ads are cool because engagement ads are, what you'll be learning in the next video is how you reach people that tend to engage more with posts, and meaning they like, share, and comment. So through your targeting, after you open up an ad, you'll find people that like to engage, and not necessarily buy or click on links, but they do a lot of interaction and engagement on Facebook. And so Facebook will kind of find those people, and under engagement, you'll see that you can do a post engagement ad, and a lot of those are when you'll be starting off your ads and posting on your page and like asking people. So if you're doing like I love my dog, my Jack Russell Terrier, shirt, you'll be targeting people who like Jack Russell Terriers and all that kind of thing, and you'll be asking them, hey, do you like this design, or do you like this design better on a white shirt or a blue shirt or a black shirt or whatever? So you're really just going to be looking for engagement. So you're looking for comments, likes, and shares. Under engagement ads, you can also do a page like campaign for your Facebook page. So this will be sent out, and this will just kind of be for you to just reach those people that you're looking for in your specific niche or your specific demographic, and they'll bring fresh likes to your page. Okay, so you can do both of those under the engagement. And event responses you don't really have to do unless you're creating an event, which for the most part you're not doing if you're doing e-commerce and you're watching this video. Okay, video views are always huge. I know Elena Saris just put out a article in the group yesterday just claiming that the video views are, most people are sharing and watching and interacting with videos, whether they're music videos, trending videos. You'll look at that article and you'll see that videos are huge on Facebook, and they're very inexpensive. So if you have some experience creating videos for your products, or you see products out there like Animoto, or there's just a ton of video software you can do, you would want to choose a video view objective. And basically that is usually 1 to 2 cents per view, and there's a lot more involved in that than just that, but you'll be using video views. Okay, you won't be really doing too much lead generation or messages. Is a new feature where you can get people to send messages to your business in Messenger, and so I haven't done a lot of testing with that, but we'll do some more in that. But so you'll use traffic, engagement, video views. Conversions are geared and optimized towards people who tend to buy things from something they've seen on Facebook. So conversions tend to be the most expensive ads out there. They used to be called website conversions. They're just now called conversion ads. And you can do a couple different things with conversion ads, and we'll kind of break that down a little bit. Catalog sales and store visits. Not really. You probably won't be doing that unless you have a brick and mortar store, and that's what this is for, okay? So those are the main marketing objectives when you come to your Facebook dashboard here, your ads manager dashboard. And you can see here, what you'll see is you'll see 3 main sections: your campaign, your ad set, and your ad, okay? And so I'm going to kind of explain these right now and what exactly these 3 sections do, and then we'll get more into detail in the upcoming videos, okay? So we're going to use the example of I love my Jack Russell, or I love my dog t-shirt. Let's just say that you found a shirt that's in your mega store or mini store, whatever the case may be. I'm just going to use that, and you're going to try to drive some traffic and find some targeting that has to do with that particular design, whether it's on a t-shirt, coffee mug, apron, whatever it is. This is going to be your main campaign, okay? So what you want to do is name your campaign. And so whatever, let's just say we're going to be doing some engagement ads, and we want to see if we've already posted a post on our page, and we're going to see if people even like this shirt. So we're going to just do some engagement ads. You would just come down here, and really for any objective, this is true. So you're going to name your campaign. So this would be your main campaign. Okay. And once you do that, you're now moving down into your ad set. And what your ad set consists of, sorry about that, just had to pause the video for 1 second. So what your ad set consists of is, this is up here, you can have, create a new ad set. And so what we'll do is we'll kind of go through just the basics here, and then we'll get into creating multiple ad sets. An ad set consists of basically three things. This is where you're going to find your audience, okay? So if you basically if you're more advanced, if you have custom audiences, you can get all your custom audiences in here. But if you're just a beginner, this is basically finding an audience through your targeting. Okay, so you'll pick your country. Most 99% of us will be doing the United States, and if you want to do more localized things, if your design is centralized around a specific region or area, you can type in any city, state, or whatever. So maybe if you're doing like I love Texas, or I'm Texas strong, or whatever the case may be. You can always type in a specific area. So even if I wanted to go, let's just say I wanted to target people in Texas because my design is something to do with Texas, you can pick actual Texas here, and even in Texas you can do cities, and it will target the whole state. If you wanted to do like a certain city in Texas, you can do that. And then it's cool here because you can actually go and like within certain radius of miles around that city, you can pick up to, I think, up to 50 miles. So there's a couple things here that underneath the locations that I wanted to show you. You'll pick your age, and like I said, this is going to be your audience. So your age demographic, if you're targeting, grandmas, moms, whatever you're doing, you can target. You get your age over here, and pick out exactly what you think the age demo that you're looking for. Obviously, your gender here, men or women, or all. And then languages, you usually just leave that blank because most of us will just be doing English. And then under here is where your detailed targeting is. So if you're looking for, say, targeting, let's say I love my dog, or more specific, Jack Russell Terrier, you can just start typing that stuff, type of stuff in here. And you'll see certain things that pop up. And once you click on one, what happens is if you hit suggestions, more things will pop up with similar interest. And so this is where you'll put your interest in right here. If you're just more, let's just say if it was more broad, like just I love dogs, you could put like, I always type in I love dogs, because a lot of those pages or interests are called that. So you'll see once you type that in, you can hit suggestions here. And you can see with dogs, there's just going to be just a litany of interest. And you'll see when you hover over those interests exactly how many people are interested in that. So, and it's not an exact number. It's basically a lot of this information Facebook buys from a third party through data that they've provided. Some of these are pages, some of these are just overall interests, and so you have to kind of go through. Some of them are really small, like some of them are like 1,000 people, So you'll kind of see exactly what you're looking for, and we'll get into all of the strategy behind certain interests. But like I said, this video is just a basic overview of what you're going to be looking at. Okay. Also, under detailed targeting, you'll see they add demographics or behaviors besides interests. If you click on the browse, you'll see that there's a ton of demographics that Facebook has for you to search for. So you can search by certain people's education, their fields of study, schools, financial, home, life events, anniversary. So if you're doing anniversary shirts, you can do anniversary within 30 days or 31 to 60 days. People that are away from their family, like newly engaged, like there's a whole bunch of stuff under here. Like, for instance, I was talking about parents and moms. If you're targeting moms, you can do big city moms, corporate moms, fit moms, soccer moms, parents. You can do parents of kids with kids 0 to 12 months, 3 to 5, 18, adult children. Like, there is so much stuff in here. Behaviors, they have, again, anniversary, automotive. Like, there's just so many things that you can find here that might have that might help you find the correct targeting for the specific design that you have. Okay, so there's purchase behavior, online buyers, food and drink, just all kinds of stuff. So take the time to go through those, go through each one of these interest, behavior, more categories. Go through each one of these and just take a look just to see what they have, so you understand exactly what that is, okay, and what you can do with your targeting. Also, is going to be placements under your ad sets. So once you create a placement, and what that means is if you hit edit placements here, you're going to see that there's going to be multiple placements where Facebook's going to want to put your ad. And they're going to basically have this always checked with everything. So as you go through, you want to make sure, normally if you're just starting off, you really just want to be in people's news feeds, meaning that as people are scrolling on Facebook, you just want to be in their mobile or their desktop news feed. You don't need to be in an audience network, and we won't get into exactly what all that is. They try to get you to do Instagram because Facebook owns Instagram, and they want you to run ads on Instagram, which, could work. Remember, Instagram's more of a young person's platform, but we tend to take off Instagram, and you can take off all of this instant articles, in-stream videos, and you can go through and see exactly what they are. But you usually just want to stay in feeds, and it will actually make you look like you don't have this check because they want you to check one of these. But if you uncheck everything, you'll still be in feeds. If you wanted to just do mobile or desktop, this is where you would do the device types. Okay, so that is where also under your ad set portion of your ad, you're going to, and we'll get into some of this stuff if you want to do certain mobile devices and only show ads when people are connected to Wi-Fi. But this is the more importantly, this is where you're going to set your budget. So you can do your daily budget, and this is depending on you. If you want to start your ads at $5 a day, $10 a day, $20 a day, whatever you want to spend, and Facebook will spend it. So you want to make sure that you stay within your budget. There's a couple different things under this budget where you can run your ad continuously. If you wanted to set a start and end date, you can do that. So that way you don't have to worry about it. Also, let's see here. You can do, and when you get down to here, and depending on your type of objective that we picked under the campaign level, usually this stuff kind of just stays at the default. You don't really want to go through like bid caps and bidding strategy and when you're first starting out until you get a little bit more advanced. Okay, so also ad scheduling. If you want your ads to run certain times a day, you can do that. But you have to, in order to do that, you have to do a lifetime budget. So what that means up here is you're going to say, okay, I want to spend $350. Doesn't necessarily mean you're going to spend $350, but you have to have that checked just in order to, if you wanted to run your ads all the time or on a schedule. And when you hit on a schedule, it will pick exactly, okay, days, starting every day here. You could just pick, okay, on Monday, I want them to start at, 12 a.m. or whatever. If you wanted to say, I wanted them to start at 9 a.m., and, but I don't want them to go, past 9 p.m. And you can see it's 9, 10, 11, and then it starts at 12 over here. So you can set your actual, if you don't want them running overnight, that's fine. Just remember, it says that they'll schedule your ads based on the time zone of the person seeing it. So, for example, if you select 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., we'll only show your ads to people from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. in their local time. So you don't have to worry about West Coast time, Pacific Coast, Central, or Eastern. They're only going to show those ads to when the person seeing it on their specific time zone. So a couple little things here in case you haven't known about it. If you've done Facebook ads and you didn't really know about that, you can also do that. Okay, so when you hit continue, you'll basically, now you're on the ad portion. Remember, the ad set is your audience, your placements, and your budget. Your ad is going to be your creative. Okay, so if you're running a page and post engagement ad, you'll come over here, you'll pick the page that you want. And then you'll kind of see if you want to select a certain post. So if you've already posted something on your page, of course you would have, if you're doing an engagement ad, you'll go ahead and pick that post. You can do cool stuff like add a button. You can add like a learn more, shop now, send message. You can add buttons to your post. And as far as what we're doing now, we're just doing an engagement type of thing. So when you get into conversions, and this videos will cover that, what the difference is. But really, this is just as far as an ad, this is where you're creative. So you can create a new ad if you wanted to, if you just wanted to do a new single image. Remember, this was off of an existing post. So under here, you can create a new ad if you haven't created one. You can do single videos, slideshows, a single image. and where you'll already create your ads, and you can upload them to upload the images here. And over here on your images, if you're creating a new ad, if it's not a page post, this will give you some of the recommended pixel sizes, and it's good to go by those. And then you can, like I said, but mostly for engagement ads, you're going to be doing it off of an existing post, off of a page, okay? So just to recap on this video, your campaign section is where you're going to name your overall campaign. Your ad set is where you're going to go ahead and place your targeting. So I know we use dogs or Jack Russell Terriers or whatever, so it could be anything, military, wine glasses, mom, grandmas, whatever you're doing. This is where you're going to pick your audience, where you want those ads to be shown. So whether in the Facebook news feeds, Instagram, whatever you want to do, that's where you're going to do that, and also set your budget. And then really on the ad level is where you're going to pick your creative. So whether it's a page post or a new ad that you've created, or if however you've done it, whether you created something in Canva or Photoshop, this is where you would upload that portion, okay? Now remember, you can do as many ad sets as you want. When you create so if you want to test different types of audiences against each other, you would just simply go through and create a new ad set, and we'll cover that in the upcoming videos too, okay? So again, this is the basic terminology, the basic look of Ads Manager. After you were all done, you'd hit confirm, and it would place the order, and you would get ready to roll and start, it's driving some traffic. So again, we'll get into some more specifics about specific type of objectives coming up, but that is the basics. Okay, guys, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you in the next video.